If I was stranded on an island and could take 3 items, 2 of the 3 of my items would be a toothbrush and toothpaste. The first thing I do when I wake up is I go and brush my teeth before breakfast, before anything.
Definitely before breakfast.
First thing in the morning, get out of bed, brush my teeth.
First thing I do is I take out the retainer and then I brush my teeth.
Right when I wake up.
The first thing I do when I get out of bed.
I always brush my teeth after breakfast.
And then it's the very, very last thing I do right before I get into bed.
Right before I go to bed.
The last thing I do right before I get into bed.
Every night I floss my teeth with the flosser.
So I use a regular.
I use a regular toothbrush.
Electric, unless I'm traveling.
I use a regular toothbrush.
I use an electric toothbrush. A long time ago, the dentist scared me into it, and I don't like to make him mad.
I always use an electric toothbrush. It makes my mouth feel like I just came out of the dentist.
I use whatever toothpaste is laying around. I don't care. I don't care how old it is, what brand it is, how gross it is.
The mintier the better because I feel like my mouth is fresher afterwards.
Anything Crest, and it has to be mint. Can't do flavored.
One specific toothpaste that I like to use, and if I don't use it, it doesn't feel like I've brushed my teeth.
I always floss first. And I always have 2 because I always break one. I floss every day, every single day. There is never a day that's an exception.
I usually fill up like 3/4 of the toothbrush head.
I use a good amount. I don't cover like probably the whole, head of the toothbrush.
2 erasers worth. That's how much toothpaste I use.
One.
About like 2/3 of it.
Just enough to cover the tip of the toothbrush. It's like a pea amount.
Rinse the toothpaste on the brush before I start.
Put toothpaste on my toothbrush, then I put it in the water.
Before you put the toothpaste on, you wet the toothbrush. That's the only way to do it. Any other way is incorrect. If you do it after, if you don't do it at all, both of those it just makes me sick to think about.
I don't run it under the water. I just put toothpaste on and then just go straight to it.
Put my toothbrush under it, and then I take the toothbrush out, put toothpaste on it, and then I put the toothbrush back under the water.
No toothpaste, run it under the water. Then the toothpaste, then you brush. That's the only way you should do it.
And I always start back left.
Bottom left, left side.
On the left side,
Go to the very back left side, way back in there, and I just scrub the top of that one really hard.
And then I quickly go over to back right.
And then I go right side.
and then I go back on the right side.
And then I go to top left and go over to top right.
And then I start on the top and I start on the right and I go that way.
Slowly go from one side to the other.
Left side up, right side up.
Inside all the way around on bottom, outside all the way around on bottom.
To the left side, to the right side.
Scrub really hard top to bottom.
Couple brushes like that, couple like that.
Top, outside, and then I end on the inside.
I was taught that you need to brush in circular motions. I use circles.
Mini circles.
Circle all day.
Definitely forward back.
Then when I feel satisfied, I go to my tongue and I do my tongue like a lot, like for a really long time.
I don't brush my tongue regularly, no.
I do brush my tongue.
My tongue kind of flicks out and it's all kind of tickly, so I don't.
Probably for the majority of time that I brush my teeth, I do my tongue.
Run my toothbrush underwater really quickly, and then I scrub really hard on the right side of my tongue. Run my toothbrush under the water again, and then I do really hard the left side of my tongue. Spit, run it under the water, and then I do my whole tongue really fast.
One weird thing I do whenever I brush my tongue is I always put my thumb in my palm like this because I think it turns off my gag reflex.
A minute and a half.
A minute to a minute and a half.
2 minutes or however I feel like it.
A minute and a half or something.
Probably 3 minutes.
And I spit throughout.
I probably spit once.
I only spit when I'm done.
I didn't even know it was an option to spit throughout. You just spit when you're done.
I usually just spit once at the end and then just rinse really well, really thoroughly.
Rinse the toothbrush off, tap my toothbrush on the sink and put it away, and then use my hands to rinse, to like fill my mouth with water and spit and rinse a lot until it's clean.
I rinse with a cup full of water with my hand.
I always rinse when I'm done. Both my hands, and I just bring it up like. I put my head under the sink and I'll take one swish of water. I don't know why, but I have to run my whole toothbrush under the water, not just this part.
Sometimes I have other people brush my teeth for me.
Just another plug for this bad boy. Honestly, your teeth are gonna feel so much cleaner with it, okay?
I won Best Smile in high school. I'm totally a teeth snob.